Welcome back to Breaking Fallout. Now, I know in my last episode I promised to start another build to show you guys, but I just wanted to do a little recap, and I had almost forgotten an infinite cap method. But through this build, we've gotten ourselves some Tesla power armor, Hellfire armor for our companion, with this being a very companion-heavy build, having high charisma. And allowing her to do our lock picking for us while we do our hacking. That's how you can infiltrate. And again, this build is meant for beginners who want to experience the game, understand the storylines, find connections between things, because you can tear the everything up with your shredding minigun and your power armor, and then that leaves you open to try other things, like the new Tesla cannons, or the piggy bank Fat Man. Oh, excuse me. The grenade launchers. A whole bunch of good options. And throughout, you've seen me use certain exploits. For example, in the crafting menu, being able to... what are we looking for? Yeah, so we don't have any Queen Mirelurk meat. We have none. But we can still, if we hit right on our D-pad and then go up or down, right before it actually accepts the command, whatever is highlighted will be added to your inventory instead. So that's one way we've been getting caps, is by making Mirelurk Queen steaks, because you make 2 at a time. Excuse me. And that's how you get your caps for free from your vendors. Also, I've shown how you can dupe your junk by dropping it in camp, going into the build menu, and then hitting scrap select and then store right after. Oh, I missed it. Kind of like that. You want to hear the scrap noise and still ask if you want to store it. That allows you to get more aluminum. So I was at 220 something. Yeah, I didn't dupe much, but still. We are going to be using that dupe glitch for our infinite caps. Now, something you're going to have for this to work is the second level of local leader perk. That way you can build stores and workstations at your settlements. Now, why this is important is because if you come here into stores, I do believe the armor is the best one to do this with. And you want one of the emporiums. You see how it's going to take 3,000 caps to build it? So you're going to need at least 3,000 caps. You also need a rank 2 in cap collector perk and rank 2 in local leader to get up this high. It can be done with anything, because these only take 500 here, 1,000 there. But we want the biggest to get the best effect. Now, you saw how I was not perfect with the dupe, so we're going to quick save, and I suggest you do the same. But we go into armor, go into the big emporium, and you're going to set it out. Now you see we can store this, but we can also scrap it. So we're going to try and do the whole glitch, and there we got it. So now you can put the armor back out, and then store it one more time. And now you can see we went back up to where we were at with 4,717. So one more time, 6,217. Now again, if you do mess this up and end up scrapping it without storing it, then it will make you lose all those caps. So after you've done it a few times, just back out, quick save again, and then scrap store, place it back out, scrap store, place it back out, and see there, I scrapped it. So now I'm going to have to invest. Nope, messed it up again. And that is exactly why you quick save. Because if you keep messing it up, just load. So we'll load our quick save. Now, again, this is not perfect. Honestly, in the long run, it's better just to have somebody at the armor vendor. That way you have a vendor at your settlement that you can once a day go in and drain of their caps, but you'll only get like 600 to 700 caps doing that. Maybe more if you invest and put some caps into it. But yeah, that is how you can get infinite caps through the duping method. You see, so we're back up to 12k. Quick save. I really just wanted to demonstrate that. That was pretty much it. It was one of those things that before I moved on, I realized was a great oversight. And I don't want that to be the whole video, but I can't think of anything close by. Because we did that. Okay. I think it's time to go revisit somebody, if I haven't done that already. How does my armor look in health? I could be healing that, yeah. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, I am not entirely sure if I've accomplished the setup for this or not. It says I've been there, so I probably have. But there's a fella here that wants you to fix a pump so he can drain the quarry. If enough time has passed after doing this, the quarry is drained and we can go investigate. And that's what we're doing. I'm gonna make sure Kate is using... Oh my goodness, she has a lot. Yeah, make sure that she's using a ranged option for this. Yep. So it turns out the guy that we helped drain the quarry was a bandit. So now we can come through and clean out him and his bandit crew. I gotta say it's inventive though. Whenever we were cleaning it out, Mire lurks popped up, so they decided that was a resource. Why can't I get to the bar? Why won't it let me get to the bar? I know it is. Let me open the bar. You know what? Don't mean to keep hitting that, but the reason we wanted her to have a ranged option, you can see there are spread out everywhere through here, and there's only certain ways to get up to a few of them. I don't think I can make it this way. That's why a jetpack would be nice. Yeah, that's too steep. But we are on very hard difficulty right now. So you can see how much damage... Oh, I'm a terrible shot. How much damage we end up doing with the shredder. And that's why I say it can handle all content in the game. Is because it is just overpowered. If you can touch it, it's dead. Mirelurks are bit of a mess just because they will block constantly. but they really can't do much damage to us because of the power armors. And this power armor that we are wearing is not the best in defense. That's what we gave to Kate. Instead, we took what had the best health. And you could switch it up, because your follower's going to get targeted a lot more than you are most of the time. So it makes sense to give them more health in the armor so you don't have to repair it as often. But since we dupe our resources, we really don't have to worry about that. Yeah. And again, these are low-level bandits because we're in a low-level part of the map. But I just wanted to demonstrate how simple this has become. I've only taken 20% health damage. And they've had plenty of time to do what they can about me. In between the improved Tesla effect that we have from the upgraded XO2 armor, on top of our shredder, we really don't have anything that can stand up to us. The Mirelurks, while they're blocking, will still be stunned enough to keep taking Tesla damage. The Tesla interruption on the HUD display only happens up close, so at least you can see them from far off. Most of these upgrades we got too early because of our crafting glitch, being able to roll up or down from what you are choosing to build. But here's old Sully, who we helped to drain the quarry. Turned out to be a raider. And even though he's a named enemy, had more health, better armor, still went down like a pushover. Alright. So yeah. That's why I say this build is broken. We only took 40% health damage from all that. And again, they were firing on us the entire time. Why is this not allowing... There we go. But as you can see here, Mirelurks... There it is. You see how he got blocked? But if they keep the block up, especially if it's like a legendary Mirelurk, Razor Claw, or something like that, or even a glowing legendary, then that's when this can become rather irritating. Oh, looky there. Because we have to spin up every time. But that's where the constant Tesla damage going off is rather useful. These Mirelurks are doing more damage to me than the bandits were. Yep, and had a legendary. So, yeah. We can go ahead and take our stimmy, which we have overpowered. We only need the one to get all the way back up. So even if they had done some damage to me, wouldn't have mattered. So yeah, I'm calling this build broken. The next build that we're doing is broken for an entirely different reason. We're going to have a leveled playthrough. What I mean by that is we're not going to be one-shotting most enemies. Honestly, it's going to be more of well, I mean, yeah, we'll probably be one-shotting most of the small stuff. You know, the chaff. But when you get to an actual named enemy or something like that... Really? I have no spotlight? Oh, there we go. Then, when you get to a tougher enemy like that, you're actually going to have a fight on your hands. Which, in my opinion, is more fun and entertaining anyway. But the way that this next build is broken is in its mechanics. It is a lone wanderer build, meaning that we don't need to bother with a follower. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with a thumbnail of the destruction we can cause. Hopefully you found this build informative and entertaining, and I hope to catch you in the rest of the series. Peace.